Hello, Pally.
Today is Wednesday, September 26, 2018.
And InFocus starts right now. Welcome to InFocus. I'm Stella Essenmacher.
And I'm Leon Friedrichowitz.
The evacuation really slowed us down, but as they say, the show must go on.
Let's get things off to a good start with today's campus bulletin.
Sources of Strength will be having their first meeting of the year tomorrow. The meeting is on Thursday, September 27th. A second optional meeting will be on Friday, September 28th for students who are unable to make it to the first one. Pizza will be provided for those participating. Both meetings will be held in room 1701 during lunch. Girls Water Polo is hosting its annual treadathon with a beach party theme. The event happens September 28th from 4 to 8:30 and will raise money for the Beyond Barriers Athletic Foundation. All Pally students are welcome.
Tomorrow, the YCS Interact has a meeting in room 215 at lunch. Participants will get 25 minutes of community service hours for attending. For the first time in over 30 years, the 1987 animated Transformers movie will be going back to the big screen for tomorrow night only. Select all screenings will be in theaters all across this country. KPLY Pally Radio will be playing music from the original 1987 movie and TV show on the quad at lunch.
In the late 1700s, America was trying to develop a whole new government.
And on April 30th, 1789, Americans elected their first president, George Washington. Kyle Sweezy, our very own resident historian, has been learning more.
What do you have for us today, Kyle?
That's right. And on this day in 1789, President George Washington finished appointing the members of his cabinet. While today the cabinet includes 16 members, Washington's only had 4. Secretary of the Treasury, Alexander Hamilton, Secretary of War, Henry Knox, Secretary of State, Thomas Jefferson, and Attorney General, Edmund Randolph. On September 26, 1789, Jefferson and Randolph were appointed by completing the cabinet, but it would be nearly 3.5 years before the first meeting was actually held. James Madison, who would eventually become the 4th president, was the first to call the group a cabinet. Well, that's all from me. Back to you, Stella and Leon.
Thanks for that great story, Kyle.
Creative Sieg about sports here. Jason is in the studio now with the latest in Pally Sports news.
What were the sports for Pally Sports on Tuesday?
Still, not many sports scores were reported yesterday, but there was one. In a hectic match, boys varsity water polo lost 10-15 against Pioneer. There will be no games today, but look out for tomorrow, which will have a much more loaded schedule. Back to you.
Thanks, Jason. Hey, Leon, when does it rain money?
I don't know. When does it rain money?
When there's a change in the weather.
Ha 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 ha. Our meteorologist, Thomas, is in the studio now with today's weather report.
Thomas, what can we expect out there today?
Well, it looks like it won't be raining money anytime soon. Thomas Coleman, your weatherman here. All right, so San Francisco today, we're going to look at a high of 70 and about a low of 51. It's roughly around 66 to about 68 degrees right now. In Oakland, we got a high about 75 with a low of 52, roughly the same temperature as San Francisco. And as we look at San Jose, we got a high of 86 and a low of 57. So that's our Bay Area temperatures for today. So as we look at Palo Alto today is about 75 degrees with a high of 82 and a low of 56, coming in with about 8-mile-an-hour wind. And it feels so hot today because the humidity is around 92%. And as we look at Thursday and Friday, the high is around 79 degrees with a low of 54. It'll be a little cloudy. And then Friday, we're going to have a high of 71 and a low of 55. So let's look at the rest of the week, shall we? So Thursday is around a high of 79 with a low of 54. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we're going to be low 70s. And Monday through Wednesday is expected to rain throughout all of that. So that's why it'll rain a lot of money. All right, Thomas Coleman, your weatherman, back to you in the studio.
Well, that does it for today's episode.
Be sure to check out our website to check out old episodes, check the bulletin, or to send us an email.
Until next time, have a great day, Pally.